Hello, everybody. I am super duper excited today. And before I get started, I want to make sure that I am just inviting a few people. Definitely. So I have someone special, someone really special that I want you guys to meet. And I'm going to add her to this Facebook Live so you guys can see her. But if you don't know who I am, my name is Keandra Jackson. I am known as America's #1 relationship therapist. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist in the state of California. And couples pay me good money to give them the tools, the steps, and the actionable information that they need to have a successful, long-lasting relationship. And so, Marquita, if you are on, I requested you already. I'm not sure what's happening, but I wanted to bring you on screen. So you can definitely go ahead and click the button because you have been approved already. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about dating with kids and dating after divorce. This is going to be a good one. So I hope Marquita can go ahead and chime in and add some value for us today. I have added you twice already, Marquita. It keeps saying adding. I don't know what that means. But I'm talking about.
Yay.
There she goes. Woo,
Looking
woo,
like a little teenager. Thanks to my
Listen, look
hairstylist.
at 12.
Yes.
Come on, look at 12.
I
It's
wanna look
okay. We
12.
got the natural hair thing
Yeah, we
going.
do.
I am here for it.
We do.
So welcome, Marquita.
Hey,
Welcome.
thank you for having me, Keandra. I am excited.
No problem. You should be excited because listen, y'all. Y'all know me, and I don't bring on other people to my stuff unless they good.
And right.
So,
And I'm real good. I'm not just good. I'm real
listen,
good.
Marquita knows her stuff. She's so good that I'm having her speak at my upcoming event on July 14th.
Yes.
She's going to be dropping some golden nuggets, and we're excited. You excited, Marquita?
I'm excited to come to the West Coast. It's always been a dream. So I'm looking forward to some sunshine and putting my toes in sand, but also getting a singles life right. I'm going to do that too.
Yes, that part. So she is from Atlanta, y'all.
Yes.
She's coming all the way from the ATL to come chat with us at my event. So you can't miss this stuff. So we're going to be chatting today real quick about dating after divorce and dating while you have kids, Marquita.
Absolutely. I know all about that.
And I'm talking about this because I've had what'd you say?
I know all about it too well. Personally, professionally.
Personal experience out here in these streets. Yes. Okay. I'm talking about this because I had people hit me up. Look at my hair, child. I had people hit me up saying, well, I'm single, but I'm divorced, or I'm single, or I have kids. Can I still come to your event? And I'm like, duh, you still single. And so it seems like there's some barriers or some apprehension that people have when it comes to, dating after they've already been married and it didn't work out, or dating when they have kids. Right. And so tell them a little bit, Marquita, about what you're going to be talking about at our event before we get into this topic.
Well, I like a good title. So I will be talking about the blueprint. Like, what do you want to... Oh, am I getting my titles confused? I think I am because I'm reading somebody else's title in my mind. That one was a good one too. But I'm talking about the total package, right? The blueprint for... Yeah, that was good too. But I'm talking about the TP, the total package. So how to be the total package, but also how to attract the total package is what I'm talking about. But I'm going to listen to the blueprint too, because I want to learn about that. You never learn too much stuff. You always need the knowledge. So I'm going to take some notes too.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to be taking notes because y'all know I'm single. So I'm going to be in that thing like, what I got to do? Okay.
Me too. Me too.
So let's talk a little bit about dating after divorce and dating with kids because you have done both, right? So
I'm still doing it.
You're transparent. You're currently doing it.
Yes. Yes.
So Marquita is divorced and she also has one son, right?
Uno. Yes, that's all I need.
One.
Uno.
She was like,
Uno.
clarify, it's
Yes.
only one.
Only
Don't be
one.
putting extras on
Yeah.
it.
He's good
So
though.
tell me a little bit about what that has been like for you to get back in that dating game after your marriage didn't work out and
Hmm.
now you have a child and trying to, get to know somebody. And what are
Right.
some of the barriers, if you can give me one or two, that you've encountered?
Well, I think one of the most talked about barriers is the baggage, like dealing with the baggage of the ex spouse or the ex boo, and how do you navigate that whole co-parenting, blended family? Like, how does that work?
Yeah.
How do you make that work in a way that is healthy, but also in a way that allows you to move on? So for a lot of people, they kind of straddle it. They have a hard time, explaining to their ex-spouse or having conversations even with their ex-spouse about what does dating look like. And I think that's the main thing is communication, not having that
Yeah.
communication of the ex-spouse or the ex-boo, but also with your children. Like I find that I'm also a certified step family specialist. So I find that working with step families, that's an issue. Like the couple, they, may get together and they have a great relationship, but nobody ever included the kids. Like nobody, it's like an
Mhm.
afterthought. Like they're just there. And that's never a good
Yeah,
way to start off on a relationship because they matter too. They're going to be a part of this new family. And if you want to make it work, you want to also include them in on the relationship to make sure it's a good fit for you. So,
totally. I
baggage.
agree 100%. Yeah. So what about even before you get into a relationship with someone? What about when you just like you got a few in your back pocket, you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? You just dating.
Yeah.
You haven't found that one person that you are interested in being in a relationship with for it to be that serious. So how
Right.
do you navigate when you're dating, going on multiple days, trying to get to know other people? Like how does having a kid play into that?
It can be very
Do you disclose
difficult.
that early on and be like, oh, by the way, I got a son? Or are you like, I ain't giving y'all no deets until we figure it out?
For myself personally, it's important for whomever that I'm dating or interested in to know that I'm a parent because otherwise they won't understand. There's a huge part of me that they won't understand about my life,
Yes.
and I want them to be certain that they're okay with getting into this because it's a whole package. My son is actually 2 or 3 packages, so he's a handful. So I want you to be fully disclosed on what you're getting yourself into. But I think as a
Mhm.
parent, it's important to not hide that part of your life, especially it's a very important aspect of who you are and how you identify yourself. Like most
Yeah,
parents don't even identify themselves with their own name. Like I'm my son's mom. Like that's how I introduce myself to other parents. So that's a huge part of your identity. So you want to be clear that this
Mhm.
person's even up for that. Because if not, that's fine. That's good. Like you can move on. That's good. I'm okay with that.
Real
And I've had
talk. And
people,
that's a
yeah,
good,
to
yeah,
say that they
that's a
don't want to
good
date
like
anybody
point.
with children. I'm like,
That's,
I'm not mad at you.
mhm,
Go do
mhm.
you. Find someone that's single without kids.
You're like, next,
That's as great as
next.
me. I don't know.
So if you are in these comments, because
I see all
I
my
see some
friends.
questions coming through. Shout out
Daryl.
to everybody who is
Yeah.
live and in color, everybody
Yeah.
watching. We appreciate it. A
Talea.
lot of our friends.
Yeah.
Somebody says certified step family specialist.
That's
Oh my
me.
God, I didn't even know that existed. Yes,
Yeah.
Katisha, she is in full effect. So if you are single and if you are dating someone
Hmm.
who has children, you need to be telling people
Right.
that you are a parent,
Yes.
or even if that's something that you desire to be in. So I think what she's saying is to make sure that you're very honest
Yes.
from the beginning, right?
Right.
So I know some
Open.
people hide that part of their, identity, their existence, but it's like if you're a parent, you need to make sure that whoever you're potentially dating is going to want that lifestyle, right?
Right.
Because
That it's
it's
okay.
a lot.
Yeah, it's informed consent
It's a
is what we
lot.
call it. Informed consent, like you got to let the person know what they're dealing with. I think somebody has a question, maybe.
I see a whole bunch of comments. I'm gonna get to the questions in a minute.
Okay.
But yeah, I think you're right on point, right? So I don't have any children, right? And so it's up to me if I want to date a man who has kids or not,
Right.
right?
Right.
And I would hope that he is 110% honest with me from the jump,
Yes.
because if I
Right.
find out you got 3 little rugrats running around and I'm committed, I'm gonna be mad.
Right.
So
I would
we need
too.
to make sure
3.
that we're being honest.
Yeah, you do. You
Yeah, you
absolutely
got 10 kids out here
transparency.
and not saying nothing. Oh, we're not doing that. We're
Right.
not doing
Right.
that. So one, make sure you're honest. And two, I would highly suggest not introducing your kids to somebody you are just dating. You do
Absolutely.
not want your children to see all of these men and women running in and out of your life, because you don't know who's going to stay. Right,
Right,
Marquita?
right. I agree with that. And
Yeah.
what I also would urge you to do is check in with your children. Like a lot of people feel like their children don't have a voice. Like my son has a voice. His is not like 50. You know, he got like 10, 20 going on. He got something going on. But that's so important that as a parent, that whomever I'm dating or in a relationship with, that they have a good relationship with my child, because that's going to be impactful. And, you know, eventually you may have to introduce them to your ex. So you got to kind of think about all
Woo-hoo.
those dynamics. It gets really good.
Look, you went there. Let's
Yes.
talk about it, because if you are divorced, or if you are not with your child's father or mother, the other parent, clearly at some point,
Right.
and especially if it's progressing and moving into a relationship, at some point you're going to have to tell the other person. So I know someone has said in the comments just now that, the ex is basically trying to give them hell, because they have moved on,
That happens.
and it's difficult.
Yeah,
So that's
absolutely.
definitely a truth. People are experiencing that, a lot of that, right? So it's
Yeah.
probably jealousy, one.
Right. And that they don't own their own problems and their own issues. So you can't take on the issues of your ex. There's a reason why that relationship did not make it. Hopefully, you all have dealt with that and moved past that. But what I don't allow is, the toxicity of the ex.
Yeah.
So I don't allow either one of us to back talk one another in front of our child. If there's an issue that we have, we discuss that, but we don't badmouth each other or even each other's mates, in front of, if there's something that you don't like, we're going to talk about it together. And again, the communication is key, but it takes time to get there. Like it didn't happen overnight. With me and my ex, we've been divorced for some time now, and it's been a trial and error, but we keep it open and transparency. But at the core of that is we want our son to see healthy relationships. Like that's what we're
Yeah.
building, that foundation for him. Just because me and your father didn't make it, and we have open conversations about that, does not mean that you can't have a healthy marriage. Because my son was like, oh, when I grow up, do I get married and then divorce? And I was like, oh, absolutely not. Like, let's deal with this. But I think what
Yeah.
parents do is they don't talk about it. They're like, oh, don't think about that, or we're not going to talk about the bad stuff. Like, what? Relationships have all kinds of things going on. But that's the danger when you don't talk about it. Like, that's the problem
That's very
when you
true.
don't talk
That
about it.
is
It's
very
not
true.
talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you make a great point, like making sure that you are showing an example of what
Right.
healthy relationship looks like, because you would be real pissed if your kid came in with 25 different girlfriends every other
Right.
day. You would be like, what? Why are you introducing me to all these women,
Who
right?
is
Or
she?
all these men or whatever.
Right.
Like, what is going on? Like,
Right.
only introduce me to the one that you're serious about.
Right.
And so we should take the same steps when we have children and we are going through that path while dating as well. And so people are loving this topic,
I
Marquita.
see. They're on fire tonight.
So basically, Marquita, what they need to do is they need to register for my event, right?
Absolutely. Y'all better meet me in
That's what they
California.
need to do.
So get your tickets, get your plane tickets, and meet me there. If you're already
That
there,
part.
then you need to get your tickets. But
Right.
if
Like if you
not,
already in LA and you are single, whether you
yes.
are divorced, whether you have kids or
Right.
not, this is going to be the spot to be. And so, Marquita, I don't want to give them too much because we're about to hop off of here. But if you are single in the Los Angeles area, I'm bringing together Marquita and some of the other amazing
Yes.
speakers all across the world. I got people flying in from everywhere coming to this event. Again, it's going to be on Saturday, July 14th from 1 to 5 p.m. And not only are we just going to have amazing speakers, but we're going to have a candid conversation with the opposite sex, baby. We're going to have we're going to be like, what y'all really want out here in these streets?
Right. We're getting the foundation of relationships.
Mm-hmm. And we are also going to have music. We're going to have swag bag giveaways. I'm giving away vacations.
Ooh.
I'm going to be there in full effect. I mean, we're going to have food. It's just going to be a good time. So if you are interested, or if you know somebody who is single and you're not in the Los Angeles area, go ahead and tell them, look, come to Keandra's event. The tickets are only $45. The ticket price went up because y'all was too late and
Right.
missed the early bird special.
Can't help you. Can't help you.
Right. Y'all should have got on this. So I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the comments for you guys. But again, it is www.successfulandsingleevent.com. That's successfulandsingleevent.com. Make sure you spell it right, because successful is a little tricky.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to hop off here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Marquita, thank you for being one of my wonderful guests. I can't wait
Honored.
to have you out here.
To meet you. I know. I'm excited.
It's going to be live. It's going to be popping. So we're going to be talking about this topic and so much more at my event. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be epic. So until then, we are hopping off and signing off. We will respond to any comments or anything in the that we missed once we hop off, but we will see y'all later.
All right.
Toodaloo.
Bye.
Bye.